Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Alabama Crimson Tide taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will put it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Alabama's offense will start this game off. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on 3rd down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They're bringing heat. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
The Crimson Tide will bring a punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Gators offense will go to work for the first time today. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Yeah, receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And, Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deeper, else this guy's going to take it to the house.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're...
And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Gator!
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it.
All kinds of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Quickly complete.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got his man in stride. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He goes out of bounds at the 40 after an excellent return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Scanning the field, it's Pitts. Makes his connection. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second down coming up. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. And he breaks into the open. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On 2nd and goal, they give it to him again. See if he's got a nose for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They are shaking the rafters of this place, trying to help their defense as they've got them pinned deep. They'll leave it with him. At the 15, he's loose. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but Man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And he intercepts it. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off to the defense.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. The Express got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. To the air, it's Pitts. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Now the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with a sack. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Unleashes one deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Extending the play. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. On second down, they'll take to the air. He finds his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They'll go back to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to pass. It's Pitts. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Dances away from the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Dropping back, it's Pitts. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
It's complete to the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing straight.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Quarterback keeper. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed. At linebacker, he can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the...
Touchdown, Florida! And that one will give them the lead. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced.
And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
He got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Gator. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Line gets set, first down. Toss sweep, try to get it outside to the right.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Off play action. Feeling some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And that pass intercepted. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man. At the 35, he's loose. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown Tide. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop.
The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Pitts. This time it's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Going up top. Got it. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They put another score on the board as they... Winning streak to 3.
How about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big time play, big time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes that Alabama offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. Got a lot of running room. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
He's got his man. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And it should be very doable for this offense to pick up a couple of inches, move the sticks for a 1st down, and put one in the win column. Pocket starts to collapse. Using his legs to buy some time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, that's what my old college coach used to call red snooping. Little QB sneak. Just get it, tuck your head down, drive those legs, get the first.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. Give to the running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Finds his big tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. NC State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Raleigh. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After the misfire now on second down. He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. Nothing but green ahead. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. A first down for the offense. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Still on his feet. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game.